Thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. And runs like that with explosiveness. That's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo play. I love this guy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Young will set to throw. Escapes the sack. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vidal, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Vidal, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown. And now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they're being methodical on offense here in their 1st drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown! A big play there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Come on. Sack 18, pioneer. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Run.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tiger.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. Oh, look at the juke. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Panther 11.
On play action, Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The Charger drive about to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a night.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw, Young. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, set.
Young to throw it. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Flushed out right.
Open man right side is Rice.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To the air again, Herbert. Quick hitch, complete. It's Rice. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Chargers 21, Panthers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Come on. 70 range. Trap 60. Ready?
Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Throwing, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now here's Young. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, it's Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Young from the shotgun.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Open here, Adam Thielen. Oh, what a juke into space. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run on first down. It's Brooks.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Herbert throwing again. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The play fake, now Young. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young will set to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 10.
12.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vidal. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Herbert, third and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are pouring it on. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Panthers 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5 yards gain on the play. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Young to throw it. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Out of the gun, Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now Herbert following the turnover. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, ready?
Now it's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground and popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's a foot race. Brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to it after the pick 6, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On first down, Vidal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
380. Hey, Ray. Go.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Herbert now. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 56, Panthers 10. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here is Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Young. And he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
What is it?
And they'll indeed take a knee.